Well, Pet Trade TV have got a real different story for you here today. We're with Gary Wheway and we're at Woodside Animal Rescue Centre, which is an RSPCA centre in Leicestershire. Gary, thank you for your time here today. Wonderful place to look around, I have to say that for starters. You're doing some great work here. Tell us a little bit about where the centre first started out.
Well, the centre at Scudamore Road here in Leicestershire has been here 41 years. Established at its current location in 1975, but the branch itself dates back to 1885 in the county.
And I know nationally, not just locally, it's a very highly regarded centre. It's got a great reputation.
It has. It's got a huge reputation that's been established over many years. It's one of the top RSPCA rehoming centres and boasts a very, very low animal return rate.
And that's what gives you the reputation, and why do you get that?
It does give us the reputation. The low return rate is based upon the amount of work that we put into the animals that come into the centre. So we're not, first of all, we're non-selective as a charity. We take on any challenges that come to our gates, and we work very, very hard with those animals to rehabilitate them and find them new homes.
So you're obviously looking at the new owners quite carefully. Mm-hmm. You're working with the behaviour of the dogs, but you also place quite an emphasis on diet, don't you?
We do. Diet's a massive part of what we do in rehabilitation. Not only the diet that we give the animals at the centre to re-nourish them after what is very often severe dietary problems when they come into the branch, but afterwards when they go to the new homes as well. We provide complete nutrition diet plans for the new owners, and we try to help and assist wherever we can.
Obviously there's a number of ways that the RSPCA and their centres fund themselves.
Yeah.
You take all the traditional routes, and you're in the middle of getting ready for a Christmas fair, I know.
Yeah.
But the thing that grabbed me and really interested me is you've got a very, very different take on how you can actually raise funds. Yeah. Now your background is what?
Well, my background is purely commercial. I've been involved in the commercial sector for many, many years, and then working in that sector, I did a bit of work with charities, mainly a cancer charity in the northeast, and it just gave me such a buzz, to be honest. And I was looking for a change in career, where to dedicate my skills, if you will. And rather than improving somebody's bottom line, I decided I wanted to make a difference. And then this job came up, and hey ho, I'm here.
What was your brief when you were brought in then, Gary?
Well, my brief was basically to remove the charity's dependence away from legacy income. So historically, that has been what's funded the branch over a number of years. Obviously unsustainable and not the right way of looking at it. So I took a very commercial approach to the way we would raise funds for the future.
And a big part of that, and it's something we became aware of at Pat's, is this range of products that you've launched that are not just what I would call heartstring tuggers or rattling the collection box. They're high-end market products in terms of the shampoos, mm-hmm. and they've got a commercial value not only to yourself and the customers, but for retailers as well.
They have.
So can you tell us how that came about?
Well, we're in a unique situation here whereby we do use commercial products in our own cattery, our own kennels, etc. And it becomes very, very quickly apparent that it needs to be a very, very robust and thoroughly tested product. And particularly in the cattery, we were struggling with all kinds of cat litters that we were using, and we, over a 2-year period, have developed our own cat litter primarily for commercial purposes to start with. And because it performs so well commercially, not just at this cattery, but others as well, we then made it available to the consumer. And
the use of that cat litter, we've seen demonstrated earlier. One of the things that struck me when we're going around the cattery part of the facility here is no smell.
Absolutely.
And that's obviously a big benefit to the consumer.
It is.
How do you get the real benefits of the litter across to retailers? Because it can't be a very easy thing to explain to them.
It isn't. I mean, it's one of those products where you can't just leave it on the shelves. It's very important that we demonstrate the product benefits to the consumer. It's a new product, obviously that is important. So it's very, very good that we show exactly what it offers the consumer. And as you say, the odour binding is one of the key benefits. The other one being that they can flush the clumps down the toilet. So this product liquefies in around about 37 seconds on contact with water.
So easy to dispose of and quite friendly around the house, unlike some other.
Very efficient
products
to use, yeah.
And that was the first product. How long has that been established?
That's been with us. That product was launched in January this year.
So that's commercially available, and that's in a number of outlets around the country now, I understand.
It is. It's in 41 outlets across the country and gaining ever more popularity with the consumer.
And what's your route to market? Are you going through distributors, wholesalers, or is it direct?
No, we're going through a distributor. Trustpets distribute kernel cat for us at this time.
So retailers can talk to them and they can find
Absolutely.
out. And do you think, in terms of the way it flies off the shelves, I mean, is it a big repeat business?
It is. I mean, this is one of the big attractions for the retailers. If they can get traction on the product, because it's not available in any supermarkets, it's primarily available only to independent retailers, they will get the repeat business. I mean, a typical 5 litre bag lasts around about 4 to 5 weeks based on a single cat use. And then the customer's going to come back and maybe buy the bigger bag. We do it in 10 litre and 20 litre bags as well.
But to get that traction, I think probably it's educating the customer as well. So how do you go about that?
Well, it's very much about educating the customer. So we provide all retailers who stock the product with a variety of in-store media, the most effective of which is an FSDU unit. And we recommend that they put an open litter tray with the product in and show the customer exactly the product capability by demonstrating it with cold coffee to neutralise the odour, and actually showing them dropping a clump into a glass of water and how quick it biodegrades.